This is a moment I was waiting for since 2018, since I launched the paperless movement. Those who followed us know that we had an initial version 1 myICOR application that allowed you to lay out your tool stack on the ICOR framework. Then we had the version 2 that we launched in December 2025. It was a huge step forward. We migrated all our courses, all our commenting system, while the whole membership that ran on Mighty, we migrated into the myICOR application, custom made for you guys out there. And after 1 month running this application, gathering all the nice feedback from you, we started with 300 members and we are now at nearly 2,000 members. This is insane, guys. And I thank you so much for all the feedback. And this feedback went directly back into building this application that we consider is the one and only you need as a busy professional to not only become more productive, but to build really an efficient productivity system end to end. And how this works I will show you in this video. If you're curious, you can join for free and you can play around and you get access to the ICOR Journey Starter Kit. And this here is your home dashboard, your command center, if you will, that ensures that you are able to build the best productivity system. The core component, and that's still work in progress, the individual components and so on, and you see there's a lot more to unveil, right? But the initial component is the ICOR Journey. You start with the free starter kit, but if you're serious about this, you go through our ICOR Pro courses, the digital note-taking and the PKM ICOR Pro courses. You master note-taking and personal knowledge management already in this stage. This alone, others charge a lot of money for, just to tell you to manage your personal knowledge. But then you manage your knowledge. But what about the action part? Well, this is where ICOR comes into play. ICOR is where information meets action, and we mean this. So this is what we teach in the Task Management ICOR Pro and the Project Management ICOR Pro courses. And once you master this, then you can think about automation. Many people try to automate or use AI because they think it will improve their productivity, but all it does, it amplifies something that was never running properly in the first place. The typical member who joins myICOR is an overwhelmed professional who is very good at what he's doing, a business owner, and is now scaling the business or getting more contracts, more clients, and now hitting a wall. And this is where ICOR comes in, because it will take away the redundant work, streamline it, so you can free up your time to make the most out of your skills. And eventually we even have the ICOR certification where you can prove that you mastered all the ICOR areas: input, control, output, and refine, which consists of these courses. But we don't stop here. If you open up the sidebar, we go to the courses. You see we have a lot more courses going on here, right? We have mastery courses, tool mastery courses. We have courses for email management, and how these courses look like, I want to show you. Let's just open the free ICOR Journey Starter Kit. Here you will get a video lesson, you will get a magic slide that explains the video, you get a lesson summary, but you also, and that's unique to our approach, you get a growth assignment. And the growth assignments are 4 questions that are tied to the lesson, and only by answering these questions you will complete the lesson. In other courses you just hit complete and that's it. Then you move on. You end a course because the progress says you completed it, but did you really understand it? Have you implemented the things? And that's where these growth assignments are so powerful, because if you go to the full ICOR journey and you go through the bigger courses where we dive deep into digital note-taking, PKM and so on, this is where it becomes really useful, because now you just see by the color code the things that you're struggling with. So all the red dots show that you answered these questions in the worst possible way. And it not only gives you, the indicator that this is wrong, but it gives you actionable information how to improve things. For the yellow ones where you already made some progress, you still get recommendation. And if you hit the green one, we reinforce why this makes sense. So this applies to all our lessons in our ICOR Journey ICOR Pro courses. So you see on top not only the course progress, but you also see the ICOR alignment. So all the concepts and workflows, which are all based on real world use cases, not just some random buzzwords that we made up, but we talk about what is a note, what is a priority, what is a project actually, how to set goals, how do we achieve them, all these words we are using on a daily basis as professionals, but we rarely see it that those things are defined. And that's all that ICOR does. It picks up what is already surrounding you and gives you the right definition so you know what's surrounding you, and that makes it tool agnostic agnostic. And once you get this understanding, you will be invincible to any of the tool marketing promotion things out there, because all the tools, they always promise they can do it all for you, but it's not the case. So you start really making informed decisions about what you really need. And this is what makes the ICOR journey courses so powerful. But it goes beyond. We have our community. So in all the things that we share, for example, Paco's articles, you have here this reading experience, but you can highlight, like you might know from Medium or Kindle, you can highlight it. You can also engage, you can respond, you can comment on this. You can see other people's highlights. Also very unique for this kind of membership is when you're on this article, you have the glossary feature. So whenever there are any words related to business productivity, it will be highlighted and you see a definition of how we define these things based on ICOR. You can click on it and you can keep it and keep reading. So you keep the context and find other things. Talking about context, here we go, right? But now, you also see here, what is context? It's the related lesson. When you click on it, it opens up the PKM Leica Pro course and it opens up the related lesson. What is context? Boom, here you go. And now you see, oh, I'm not so good in this area. So let's think again how we can further improve this specific part of my PKM system. This makes it so powerful. If we are going to our ICOR framework, where you can lay out your tool stack to get a better understanding on what tools you're using for what, this is where everything comes together. If we go, for example, to Heptabase, we see already here 172 members are using Heptabase too. We could now also click here. We go to the members list and there's now filtered by these members using Heptabase. Okay, well, that's a whole other story about the tool finder we will get in a moment. But here, this is where you lay out the details, how you use the tool. You would select what you're using for what, and this gives you then the perfect definition why you're using the tool the way you're using it. You can lay out what you're paying for this tool and how deeply it is integrated in your system. You can share how you use it and room for improvement. And at the same time, you see the insights from the community too, who are sharing why they're using it and what they don't like and things so on. So you can make informed decisions. You see here how other people are using it. 77% are using it for personal knowledge management. Makes perfect sense, right? So this means all the details that you see is community driven. And here the tool discussions that you can always reach from this context aware action bar on top. So here you see 14 comments. Boom, you click and you directly go to these comments and you can start engaging with the community there too. You can also take notes on any page that you're on. It will be aware of what page you are. You can lock this in and keep it open while you're changing pages. Let's say you go to something different and now you are in here. You can start taking notes and it will update accordingly. But talking about finding information, we have this new search bar here. It shows you all the recent pages that you visited, but let's just search for something like Apple Notes. And now you see Apple Notes, Pro Notes, somebody else from the community added there, because that's the amazing thing. All the tools that you find in here are added by real professionals using those tools. There are many tools I never heard about, but probably obviously other people are using it. And this is why this is a community-driven database that is building up here with real use cases, how these tools are used, and not just telling you all the feature set. Because in the end, if you go to a tool comparison platform and you look up ClickUp, it will be for everything, even for personal knowledge management, for task management, it will be there for everything. But in the end, it's not. It's a project management tool and we are using it also for business knowledge management, but I'm not using it for personal task management or personal knowledge management. It makes just no sense. Why? Because there are much more powerful use cases. And if you want to scale, you might need another tool that goes beyond this, and then you are stuck in one tool. Many things that come together that you learn through ICOR. So you see Apple Notes, and then we have the resources, the assignments, the comments and so on. And now with a click of a button, I go to Apple Notes and we are in here and we can see the details and how other people are using it and so on. Talking about tools, let's go to the ICOR tool finder. This is where everything comes together. This is where you have a filter to filter, for example, profile filter me. So you share your job title, industry, company size, and you see there are a bunch of job titles and all this, and you see already all the different people having these. And when you hit me, it automatically filters by what I am, and then it shows people working is, this what I am, use these tools. And that's what you can do in many cases. You can obviously be more granular. You say only CEO and business owners, that's what they use. But what about CEO and business owners who use Google Calendar? Now you see the tools that they're also using. Obviously, these tools I'm already using. I hide my tools and now I see all tools that these people are using in combination with Google Calendar. And that's where you can go wild, because now obviously you can add more and more tools to really narrow down what tools are really interesting for you. Talking about members, this is where we have the overview. See, 1,786 members as of today, and we are growing rapidly, and I cannot wait to welcome you inside our myICOR app too. And you can open up Paco's profile and any other profile too, and you get this overview. You can open these cards and it shows you all the details, who is following, and also the ICOR framework, the communication with this person. All the things are in there too. So you can follow the people. It is a true professional social media platform, as we consider. Obviously, we also have an inbox where you see all the notifications, but in there we have it built the same way as we love to manage inboxes. We can perfectly use our keyboard, hit E to clean out the inbox. We click on it. It goes to the relevant area, which is in this case the inner circle. And we have also a bookmark section where you can bookmark all the things that you're interested in. And eventually we also have an AI assistant, ask questions and get perfectly customized answers based on their tool stack and their growth assignments and all these things. This is currently in closed beta, but will be available soon. So now here I click, see it opens up Todoist, so I can jump around wherever I need to go. And talking about jumping around, you always can open up context here and go back to the place that you were earlier. We don't stop there. Many more things. We have the myICOR work streams. Okay, that's the work stream builder that allows you to lay out work streams in the most simplistic way, but giving you the insights that you need. Okay, that's a demo workflow, but you see already here, when I click there, I can select AI empowered. I can search for tools that is in my tool stack. And now you see this is AI and it's automated, but it's AI empowered by this. But now I could say, no, this is manual. And actually I'm doing this. And now you see it's me, but I'm using these AI tools in order to accomplish this process step. Here on top, I can actually add a link to an external document. I have business tools that are not productivity tools that I might consider to add here. And then I have a team member doing it. So now I have the simplistic workflow as we teach it in the Automation Like a Pro course to make it easy to digest for anyone working in the team. And now with a click of a button, you switch to responsibilities and you see immediately, is it you doing this? Is it somebody from the team doing it? Or is it automated? And if there are business workflows, that's key, Not many people even think about what they are doing on a daily basis. Once they start laying it out, they realize it's all me here. And then you can simply just drag it down and assign another team member, because this is team ready. So you can invite your team members here too if you want and add them to these workflows too. And then you all have the same single source of truth understanding this. While there are so many more things to unfold, we have live events where Paco and I go live every Monday, recording our podcast where our paying members can join and write into the chat to engage. You will then have instant access to the past events, like here. This is the recording. You see here's the chat history. It's instantly available right after we stop the recording for the podcast, whereas the edited version goes out in 3 to 4 weeks later after we recorded this. But also here is the new inner circle. Okay, let's go to the new inner circle area. This is the coaching program that we offer. And we have now a new version of this inner circle that allows now an uncapped coaching every week, where Paco and I personally have 90-minute coaching sessions that you can hop in and get direct feedback from Paco and me about anything related to productivity, work productivity. Paco runs 4 businesses in parallel. He built this over 2 decades of experience building businesses and running productivity systems, all based on ICOR. And you can access me and you can pick my brain too, who made a PhD in biochemistry and worked over 8 years in big industry with 300,000 employees, climbed the ladder, leading 2 teams, including the leadership team, rolling out Asana for more than 1,000 people and improved team performance by 60% with the same headcount. Again, based on the ICOR methodology, principles that all came together when Paco and I met, and we realized we have all these things in common, and merging them together made it rock solid. In the past 4 years, we didn't come across anyone who was able to challenge this methodology, because it's the most pragmatic, fundamental thing that you should implement in your business and work to improve your personal and team performance. And then it's so flexible that you can put on top any tools and any other methodologies that you might want to consider that are useful or beneficial on top of it. But what's usually lacking, people try to find a solution to a specific issue and they get a bandage to treat the symptom, but they never cure the disease. And that's what we do with ICOR. There's a lot more to unpack. We have a new AI library. We have a new AI like a pro course coming. We have a Claude for Professionals course coming. Many more tool-specific courses coming. Many more things. And the crazy thing is that we have a lifetime offering where you just have a one-time payment and that's it. And you will keep access in there. So if you don't like subscriptions, we got you covered too. So give it a go. Check out myICOR for yourself. Sign up for free. Have a look with the new experience in this new layout and design. And let us know how you like it, what we can further improve. And let's make this year our most productive year ever.